Boom shakalaka, what's going on, guys? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today's episode is actually an interview about why I am going to the Infinite Man Summit and what it did for me. Now, this is not 100% directly crypto related, but it is indirectly crypto related for a few reasons because it enabled me, number one, to start really pursuing my passion of cryptocurrency and do that full time, also to be my own boss, and also just to get to meet all these super sweet people. Now, before we get into things, just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing, thank you to everyone mashing on the like button, and guys, if you want to find out how to win one of these free shirts, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. But the Infinite Man Summit is coming up in July 13th to 15th of 2018 in Lisbon, Portugal. I'm going to be there, so if you want to come meet me, come hang out with me, that would be the place. In fact, I'm even going to be speaking there about my experience in Infinite Man Summit last year and then going again this year and everything I've been doing in crypto. And the coolest thing, so it's awesome for guys, not only for guys, there were also girls there last year and the year before, so guys and girls are both invited, but it focuses on four really awesome topics of life. So we have health, we have wealth, we have relationships, and we have spirituality or purpose, whatever you want to call it. But all of those really help nail those down and do great things. There's been a lot of people who have gone to this and have completely changed who they've been. So if you guys want to do that, if you guys want to come meet me there, come hang out, come see me, whatever, go sign up. You can go to infinitemansummit.com and sign up there. Also, I think I'll put a link down in the description where you can do, and then, that way you can use a link down in the description. I think that may help me out a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how that works. But, guys, it should be awesome. I'm going to be there. I'm doing it, number one, just for me to, gain those things again because it was such an awesome atmosphere. And in the interview I show you in a second, you'll get to see how much it did really help and change me. I met people that, really good friends that I'm still friends with to this day. It helped me really just take off from where I was in my life. I mean, taking a look at my life back then to where it is now, completely different, world changing. And I'm not going to say it was 100% this, but this definitely had a big impact on my life. Plus just getting to meet all these cool people. For instance, okay? So Sasha Daygame, guys, guess what? Before I was a YouTuber, I had a big YouTube crush, hard on, whatever, for this dude, okay? I was watching him on YouTube for years, all right? And then, now I get to meet him, talk with him, all this fun stuff. So yeah, that, also Ryan Black as well. And then they have some other people who may be there, including Peter Sage, Sasha Daygame, Pooja Lep doing Primal Therapy, Jeff Berwick, the Dollar Vigilante, there we go. James Marshall, also awesome pickup day game. Bessa Singani, tantric love person. Jillian, Ryan, me, Mike Doretto, and then some other people. So make sure you check it out. Could be pretty cool. Check out the interview I got coming up now too. Should be interesting. I talk with Sasha, again, my big boy YouTube crush. I get to talk with him. He interviews me. I actually interviewed him, but I think his interview with me is better for you guys because you guys probably want to learn more about me. I don't know. So he interviews me. We'll talk about that. And then definitely, if you're interested in going, if you're in Europe, number one, if you're in Europe or England, just freaking go. It's what? It costs $3 for you to book a flight over there. So just freaking go. If you're somewhere else in the world, do it anyways, okay? It's going to be an awesome weekend. And I will see you guys there. Enjoy the interview. Catch you later. All right? Peace.
Boom! Look who it is. That's right. It's Crypto Love himself. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing well. It is a pleasure to be here.
Of course. You're hanging out with S-Man. How could it not be a pleasure? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. S for hairy face.
Harry, that's right. We should start some sort of gang where we
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to have a beard like this to get in. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people couldn't get in. A lot of people will be upset.
Yeah.
Can't grow a
But
beard
some
like
people
this.
could grow it overnight. Just be like.
That would be some kind of cheat. Just putting some kind of magical beard elixir on your face. I don't even know how that would work. But dude, I'm super excited to have you here on the channel and do a little interview. As you know, and many people know, for a very long time now, I've been teaching guys how to kind of get authentic and love themselves and flirt with the ladies. But now it's kind of taken another turn in the last couple of years where, I kind of got it tired of just dating. I was like, there's so much more to being a awesome dude. And so I started the Infinite Man Summit, and it's really been super, super profound. You know, this idea of really just leveling up ourselves and getting better in every single aspect of our lives. And doing these events, man, it's so, I don't even know how to put it. It's just so magical. It makes me sad that there's only like one a year so far. Maybe that'll change. Let's see. But because the energy in the room, and just seeing so many guys who are really freely have just decided, I'm coming here, I'm buying a ticket, I'm flying down, I'm getting a hotel, whatever, to get their life to a place where they're just really going to find happiness and fulfillment. I mean, the people who have decided, I'm doing this, I'm going to get my life where I want it to be. I'm not going to play by their rules or societies or that. I'm just going to do what I need to do to get to real joy and self-love. It's so amazing every time we do one of these events, and the stories are what blow me away. When I talk to the guys, like, yeah, I went to your event last year, and since then, blah blah blah, and it's just so many stories of people starting businesses or getting girlfriends, getting married, or just having multiple girlfriends, if that's your thing. Finding the spiritual path, connecting with the divine, finding a meditation practice, getting into yoga, getting into Eckhart Tolle, like just so many. And it's weird because we're the minority, because generally speaking, like there's no message of like improve yourself and love yourself and create the reality that you want. We don't get this in society at all. It's the opposite. It's just like, do what you're told, get a job, pay your taxes, go into debt, buy lots of shiny things, get married, have some babies, save up for your retirement, and then just die whenever after that. It's fine. As long as you pay your taxes up to 65, you can die. It's okay. And so the event is really kind of like a fuck you to the whole system in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It really kind of is. And really, I want to do this interview with you because you have a great story. You're doing amazing. You're just doing fucking amazing stuff, and so quickly. You're really an example of how quickly, when you do what's in your heart and you follow your excitement and you're authentic, you're really authentic to who you are, you can manifest, boom, a completely different reality, like so fast that where it's almost like anyone watching from the outside would be like, where did this guy come from? He wasn't even in crypto. What the fuck? What's going on here? So I'd love to hear from you. And I think it'll really inspire the guys who have already come to the event, the people who will come to the event, and just people who maybe just will watch the interview and are going to be lazy and won't come to the event. Even them, they still deserve inspiration, even though they're lazy and they're not coming. So I'd like to know, what was kind of like, who were you before Crypto Love? Like, what was your general, like, what direction were you kind of moving in life? What was kind of happening for you? What excited you? And after that, I'd just like to know, what moved you to come to the event, and what's your life been like in the last year, really, since the Infinite Man you came to?
Yeah. So let's see. Before Crypto Love, I definitely was on the right path according to society. So I went to school, I got a job, I was going to work 9 to 5, and even though on paper it looked really well, I was not enjoying it at all. And then, so I've been on a path to kind of improve myself for quite a while. I think I read How to Win Friends and Influence People when I was like 14, and ever since then I've just been like constantly moving forward. But for 4 or 5, 6 years, something like that, I've been watching your channel on YouTube, and my brother and I were just going around Philadelphia chatting up girls, but I was like, you know what, I really want to go do a boot camp. So I went and I did a boot camp in Miami with Mike, and then from right after there, he was telling me about the Infinite Man Summit. So I was like, all right, I'll go check this out. And I mean, first off, it was in Sofia, Bulgaria, so totally fell in love with that city. And but the Infinite Man Summit was so much more than that, because I got to meet a bunch of really driven people who were there to improve themselves. And it's really rare to find that. Like, usually you go places, I mean, maybe you go to a yoga class and you find people who actually want to like be a good yogi, but a lot of them are just doing it to be like the best yogi in the room. And but to actually be at a place like Infinite Man Summit, where there were that many people that were just there to be the best they can be and also support other people, I thought that was really exceptional. And then I met a whole bunch of people. Like there was a dance that we did one night, and I met two really good friends like just prior to the dance, Shaker and Christian, and we still talk all the time. We've traveled together um, all over Europe. We were also in Thailand together, so we get to travel, hang out, stuff like that. And then, so basically, I was introduced to cryptocurrency by you, and from that, I started doing more and more research about it and started watching YouTube videos about it and saw other people making YouTube videos, saw them having fun. I was like, that looks interesting. I'll give it a whirl. And I just started making videos. And this was like on top of working 40 to 60 hours a week. I was researching crypto for hours and hours a day, making a video every day, and just kind of sticking to it and doing it every day. It just kind of built up. Like it took a really long time to get 100 subscribers, and then a really long time to get 1,000 subscribers. But then it just like after a while, it just started to build and build and build. And the coolest thing was I just got to be myself, have a good time, talk about what I was very passionate about, and do what I was doing anyways, but just record it and put it on YouTube and really get to share that with everyone. So in the past year, things have been pretty crazy. Like I stopped being a veterinarian, which although everyone says it's a great job, it wasn't for me. I hated putting animals to sleep and all of that. And so I got to stop doing that. That was awesome. Big win in my book. Also, I've traveled the world. I've been, I did a round the world tour, went to San Francisco, then Singapore, then Thailand, then Germany, then Costa Rica, back here to Miami. And so I got to do that. I've also been through ups and downs. Like there's definitely been some growth phases and, some painful parts, but from the painful parts, you get to kind of rebirth and keep growing. And so, but it's been quite an exceptional year, and just a lot of that sprang from going to Infinite Man Summit, or at least it happened directly afterwards.
That's awesome. Now, did you have a specific intention when you're coming to the summit, or you just thought it would be fun, or you would learn something, or what was your?
Yeah, I don't think I had a specific intention, but I know I was just very burnout. I think I was at about my third midlife crisis at that point, and I was I was just like, enough's enough, and I definitely was not feeling love for myself in my heart, and I was very excited to come and meet you there and to see the event, but it was coming from a space of just give me a branch. Like I need something and just the appeal of the Infinite Man Summit, where you were talking about spiritual development and relationships and business and all the things that I've been interested and passionate about before, bring that all together. I thought it would be a really great place to go do that.
Nice. Well, turned out you were right, huh?
Yeah, totally.
Now, had you done any sort of I don't know, self-development things before that? Any events, books, practices? I mean, or was it just like a brand new thing for you?
Yeah, it wasn't a brand new thing for me. I read a whole bunch. I've read, I don't know, probably hundreds of personal development books. I've gone to events like Landmark Forum and different things like that. I've been meditating for probably 10 years now. Been doing yoga since I was off and on since I was about 15. So it's not new, but there's like I said, I like to read a lot, and there's a big difference between reading and actually implementing. So there's a saying to know and not to do is not yet to know. And so I've been very heavy in the reading part of things and not really doing whatever it takes just to implement it. And I think I got that even from doing the boot camp. It's just there's no substitute for action and the feedback you get from that action. And so I think that was really the piece that I got from the Infinite Man Summit, was just go take action, go fail big, fail again, just keep doing it. And it's not, failure is this completely overrated thing, but it's just like, go get feedback, try something, and then if that doesn't work, try something else. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. And it's really that simple. And once you have a goal, like and that's the thing. Everything comes down to like, what's your intention? If your intention is, okay, I don't like my career, I have to find something else. And you start doing things and playing and volunteering here and there and applying yourself. It's just a matter of time until something clicks and you go, wait a minute, I'm really good at this and I love this. Fuck it, I'm going to take the leap. I'm quitting my job. I'm going to do this. There's always a way. There's so much support out there. You know, you'll hear me say it again and again in every interview. The universe is conspiring to help you all the time. As long as you wake up and you look at failure and things not going your way or things happening differently as lessons, profound lessons from the universe to you that you can learn from, so that you can get stronger and learn more and continue. You know, it's super powerful, but it's just having that intention. And a lot of guys, they don't have that intention. They know they're unhappy and they kind of hate their job and they whatever. Maybe they're dating a chick they don't like, maybe not that healthy. And they're just like, they know they need to improve, but they don't set a firm like, okay, that's it. I'm getting a new job in the next 3 months. I don't care what it is. Or you know what? I'm going to get in shape. I want to feel better. Or you know what? There's some block here where I feel awkward in social situations, or I don't feel good about myself. I need to reverse this. I'm going to find a solution. When you really put your mind to like, I'm going to fix this, whatever this is, I'm going to improve on this, it's just a matter of time for it to happen, because we are the universe. Our intention goes out there into everything here. Like, you know, you think this is a real couch here, or they think this chair is real, or this is all just consciousness, dude. Everything is just, without consciousness, there's nothing. If there was no consciousness, nothing would exist. Everything is consciousness, and that's our planet. Even our planet is just a little speck within consciousness. So if everything is consciousness and we're attached to everything and we're part of everything, when you make a thought or a strong intention like this, well, man, this is what I want, you're putting it out into everything that is, and everything that is hears that, and it does have an effect. And as long as you take action and you stick with that intention, man, you can move mountains. I'm not kidding. You can do anything if you really, really, really commit to it. And that's what, and so when guys come, they're like, I don't know. I'm just like, dude, pick one area. It doesn't have to be your whole life. Pick one area that's the most important, that you know that you suck at, and decide to change it. And there's nothing wrong with admitting you suck at something. That's the only way you can get good at anything, is going, yeah, I really suck at this. Boy, do I need some help. Admit that you suck and ask for help. It's really that simple. Ask for help from the universe, from God, from the divine, from your friends, from your parents, from your teacher, anybody who's willing to help you. Just say, hey, you know, I could really use some help here. And most people are really nice, actually, and will help you. That's the thing. People are super nice. For 10 years when I was a dating coach, people was always messaging me on all over Facebook, email, people contacting me on live things that I did, always asking for help. And I'd always take a moment and give them the best possible advice, or recommend a book, or maybe you could do this course, or maybe, or hey, you need to start meditating, whatever. I would always get, you know, even though I wasn't getting paid to answer all these emails, but I did the best that I could, because I want to help people, you know, that reach out to me. You know, it's just natural. So yeah, don't underestimate what you can achieve just with being real with yourself about where you're at and setting a genuine intention to improve. It's really that simple.
Yeah, and I think you hit on it there with persistence, sticking to it. Because, like, I mean, ever since the first video I made, I've released at least one video every single day. And it wasn't that my videos were like spectacular or whatever. It was just like there were a few videos that just happened to catch, and I really got a lot of traction because of those. And I think that was, you know, if I can put out more videos, there's a greater chance that more of them will catch, and then we'll just keep on going.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. And it's really this beautiful realization I had, but it's just such a simple formula. If you truly love what you do, you don't need the success. Quote, success. You know, you don't need X amount of views or X amount of nothing. Even if you're, you know, you're working as a waiter, if you really love being a waiter and you're enjoying it, you joke around with the customers, you're making good tips, whatever, you don't need to end up being the manager or owning the place or starting your own restaurant, because the joy is in the being. The joy is in the doing what you love doing. But so you don't need anything greater to happen. But when you're doing something that you truly love, what happens is your vibrational frequency, your state, the joy of your being goes up, and it keeps going up so much all the time. Eventually, you're just putting out so much joy and love around you. Everyone around you is noticing. You're like, hey, who are you? I want to meet you. You're the greatest waiter ever. Oh my God. Like, I can't believe you're a waiter. Like, you can do anything. And then eventually some entrepreneur, multimillionaire guy is going to walk in and go, I'm starting this business and we're looking for a partner. And actually, I think you'd be really good. Why don't you come in and meet the rest of the team? And 3 years later, you're a millionaire. Why? Because you love doing your job and you were passionate about it and you were authentic. That's how it happens, man. You know how many stories out there? So, oh yeah, I was just working a job and this guy really, and he invited me to this thing, and next thing you know, I'm doing this other, and here I am now. I own this business that worth like whatever. So, and it's just because you're doing what you love. But the irony is, nothing has to happen. If you're truly doing what you love, nothing has to happen. You're already happy, but because you're happy, things are going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So it's this perpetual loop of just, rather than being like, I need this amount of money, or I need this position, or I want to buy this car, or I need to live in this area, or I need these clothes. No, dude, you need to be happy every day.
Yep. Yeah, we got this,
That's all.
this false mental
That's all.
model that we've been growing up with, that like, once I get this, then I'll be happy. Once I do this, then I'll be happy. And it's the complete opposite, because if you can't be happy now, you'll never be happy then.
You'll never be happy. There is one thing you can do to be happy that really does work. Should I share what that is? Are you ready for it? Be yourself fully without any bullshit. Be and love yourself 100%. Guess what? You're going to have a great life. You're going to be happy. And the cars and the money and everything else you can have, that'll show up too, but you won't even care. You won't. You'll just be like, yeah, that's nice. Okay, I could drive a Tesla, I guess, but I don't give a shit. Like, I could take a bus too. It makes no difference to you. You don't care. Because again, when you're so happy and you're really in your heart, your ego goes down, right? You're like me having to feel important. That just goes down like this, down the shitter. And then your self-love just goes up like this. And also your level of wanting to help others. Because when you're happy, you want to share that joy with other beings. So naturally, and I had a huge ego. Come on, I was a famous pickup artist, making lots of money, hooking. I had like 4 girlfriends. I had a big ego. But now the ego is just like, I just love me. I don't need girls or money or any of these things. So the ego is just kind of going down, and then just other people are suffering, and I'm really happy. Well, I'm just gonna help them because it feels good. So that's it. So now I'm just like, I literally just see my ego just getting smaller and smaller, and me just loving people and moving on. And that's what happens. Because why? Because I'm just doing what I love doing all the time, being true to myself. That's it.
Beautiful.
So easy. So here's an honest question for you. So your career is going. You'd say you're pretty fucking happy. You're doing what you love. Seems like it. So what area now is the new one for you to where do you feel you want to improve on? Because you've really crushed it in the following your passion.
Yeah. I think the loving myself area is the area that I really want to crush it in. So, sometimes I love myself and sometimes I don't. And so, working on that area and realizing that, it's a lot of this, what I was mentioning before with like, to know and not to do is not yet to know. Like, I know being mindful is awesome, but I was never really being mindful all the time and actually monitoring my thoughts and, stopping the negative thoughts and replacing them with positive ones. That's something that I've really taken on. And because, I've had worldly successes and they're cool and it lasts that long and it's kind of worthless. So really just loving myself fully and moving forward with that.
Dude, that is the most beautiful thing you could possibly set your intention to. I wanted to share something as you said that. Yeah, I had this. I just want to say that's super normal for everybody. Everyone goes through these ups and downs. It's just natural, But the thing is that when you really have your intention is getting your consciousness and your self-love super high, it's like Bitcoin, it's like a big up and it goes down and up and down, but overall it's up, and so your lowest point is actually, my lowest point now is higher than my highest point, like, a few years ago, you see? So it's always kind of moving up like this, and that's normal. And, it makes you appreciate the highs when you're a bit low, and then you go high, you're like, wow, this is beautiful. And it gives you that opportunity to appreciate the growth too. It really is part of the process that's growing, and it's all good. But the thing, for me, it's been really the main thing of my life, just getting self-love. And every time you get to the next level of self-acceptance, I feel like, man, there's more to go, and I just know there's more. So it's always just never going like, I'm done. We're never done. It's just always like the next level. That's why it's so silly also to compare yourself to other people or think you're better. It's just like we're all about to get to our next level. That's how I look at it. Wherever you are, guess what? It's exciting because you're about to get to that next level. How quickly you do it, how dedicated you are, how you want to do it, those things are up to you. But as long as you're on this path of self-love, of self, realization, the next level is always around the corner. And for me, I've had lots of crazy moments of clarity, but I had one about back, I think it was in December. It was so profound, and it was this realization that I can say it and it will make sense. But I think people really have to click. It has to click for everyone individually. But for me, it was just this. I was just sitting there, and I was thinking about how people worry about stuff, and we all do. We all worry about money, and what if it all doesn't work out? What if my business shut? What if I lose my job? What if I starve to all these silly irrational thoughts that are never going to happen. We still worry to some degree. And I just sat there, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I was just thinking about my life and everything, and I just had this profound moment of just feeling so lucky and so grateful just for me being myself, just really appreciating how wonderful and funny and loving and just what a wonderful being that I am. I love myself so much. I just realized, hang on, I always get to be myself. It doesn't matter if I lose my job, my business, all my money, all my crypto, literally get kicked out of my apartment, I lose everything that I have, I still get to be me. You can't take it away from me. I'm me. I'm Sasha. It's fucking awesome. So it just hit me. Like, even if I get killed, even if some terrible thing happens or whatever, I get shot in the face, I'll reincarnate. I'll still be me. You can't stop. You can't stop me. So when you love you, that is it. You're there. There's nothing for you to get. There's nothing for you to do. Anything you want to get or do, it comes from that place of you're already fulfilled. You already love you. So, hey, I feel so good. Let's go spread it. Let's go make a crazy YouTube channel. Let's heal people, or let's come up with an invention, or let's be the best fucking waiter ever and spread the love. Those are all coming. Not that you need to do any of those things. Even making $1 million, you don't need to. But if you love you and you feel good, and you can make $1 million in a fun way, and then you could use it in a good way and help people and feed people and maybe buy a cool house for you. Why not? Whatever you want. That's all good. But when you get to that place of just like, fuck it, I love me, man, the world is just, everything is, the world is your oyster, truly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something to strive for. That's mainly the focus of what I'm doing with my life. It's always been that. Infinite Man Summit is just another extension of getting to that truth. The Woke as Fuck podcast is just, how do we raise our consciousness and love ourselves and realize the truth of we are all one consciousness.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, baby.
That it is. And dude, I love the interviews you have on your podcast. Those are great too. Really good.
They're very good. They're very good. I'm going to be doing more. I'm going to set up a studio shortly because I'm going to get a house down here. So I'm going to actually get like Joe Rogan style, like, cameras and like super sick setup. Now it's been pretty just a Bluetooth and me and a guy and a laptop, but I want to have it like full on. So I'm gonna take it to the next level.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. So we've asked you where you're at. We know you're into the self-love. You love the crypto. Yeah. So I guess kind of to wrap things up, I think it would be great for you just to share. If somebody's watching you and they're like, man, this guy did it in a year. It's amazing. I can't believe he did it. What would be kind of your advice to somebody who's still kind of like, doing something that they're not that crazy about, and they're just kind of like, oh, I'm not sure. What would be your advice, and maybe something that you learned or discovered in your process that maybe people wouldn't expect, something that you...
Yeah, I think the advice is twofold. One is you have to believe it before anyone else can believe it. So, there's a whole bunch of different people who say it, but until you can believe that it's possible, it's really not going to be possible. And then second thing is just do something that you can commit to regularly. Like, so many things I've started and I haven't continued with them because I had these grand gestures that I had to do, but really doing something. Like, for me with the channel, what it was no matter what, I'm going to make a video every day. Whether I have a headache, whether I don't feel good, whether I have the flu, whether I only have 10 minutes to make the video and it's the shittiest thing ever, but no matter what, I'm going to do this every day, and that every day adds up. So I think those two things were my biggest lessons that I learned that helped get me to where I am today.
Yeah, that's good advice. I just had a flashback to once I saw a guy do a little presentation. He basically said, the thing that cripples everyone is the not starting. Everyone sabotage. Oh, it's not quite perfect. Oh, this video isn't quite right. There's so many excuses you can come up with for anything that you do, for starting a new exercise routine or a new diet. Oh, I'll start that new diet next week. Yeah, I got all the ingredients ready, but I'll just do it next week. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start this channel. Just fucking start. Just do it. Just do 5 minutes, even with like anything like meditation, yoga. Do 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes a day. And then when you're comfortable and it's a habit, then go, all right, now I'm going to do 10 minutes a day. Now I'm going to do 20 minutes a day. And then one YouTube video that's 10 minutes might turn into a 20-minute video a day, or it might turn into 3 10-minute videos a day, or whatever. But just starting there and doing something is it, man. And even what's his name? Famous comedian. Why is his name's not coming to me, but it will. And he basically just. No, the quote was, well, anyone could look up the quote because he said it, and it's a well-known quote. He basically just said, half the battle, or most of the battle, is just showing up to that gig, just showing up to that Huh?
Woody Allen?
I was thinking it was no, another comedian also from the 80s, and for some reason I can see his face, but his name doesn't want to pop up. But it might have been actually, I might be confusing it. Maybe it was Woody Allen. But what a profoundness! Just how many things have happened to people that are amazing because they happen to be in the room. They just happen to be in the right place at the right time. Well, yeah, but they showed up. That's the thing. It wasn't a fluke. They showed up to be there. They could have been at home in their underwear, and then nothing would have happened. But they were somewhere else. They chose to leave the house and go do something. So there's really something to it. Just get out of the house and do something. When I started stand-up comedy, I wasn't like, yeah, man, I'm gonna be a professional comedian. I'm gonna have all these. No, I was just like, I'm funny. I want to do jokes. It's gonna be fun. I want to write some jokes and do stand-up comedy. I just went out and did it one time. That was fun. So I did it another time. Then I did another time. And whatever, 10, 12 years later, I'm touring with some of the biggest comics. I've opened for Joe Rogan. I've opened for some of the top fucking people on the planet. Why? Because when I was 17, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do stand-up. I'm gonna try it. Awesome. But I could have not. I could have just been like, no, yeah, I don't know. These jokes aren't funny enough. I'll do it next. I'm only 17. I'll do it next year. Mm-hmm. I just did it. So that's really what it is.
Yep. Yeah. You got to get out of your own way. No one can stop you but you.
It always comes down to that. And it's such an obvious thing, but I've said this to people before, and I've had people go, oh yeah, there's no one trying to stop you or sabotage you from accomplishing what you want. Nobody. There's no team of people like, okay, let's stop this. No. It's just you. You're the only one fucking yourself over. That's it. And so when you realize that and you get out of your own way, you can really achieve great things.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, I think I love doing sometimes these epic long things, but I like recently just crushing it for 20 minutes, just getting the gist of the message out and having a little love time and just wrapping it up. So you have anything to add to what we've done here?
Man, that beard suits you. Looks good.
It does look sexy. It really does. I feel sad that I'm going to shave it at some point. Mm-hmm. But what I might do is come back to the old wrestler mustache, and that's highly.
Oh yeah, that also.
Oh, I love the handlebar. It's so good. So I might just do that. Well, let's see. Infinite Man. I might show up handlebar. I might show up some other way. But dude, seriously, really an inspiration. I had to work 10 years to get my channel up to like. Right around 60,000 subscribers. You did that in a few months. I hate you. I'm jealous. I'm envious. It's not fair that you blew up so quick, but it's fine. It's fine. You're spreading the crypto love in a beautiful way. You're in your heart. You're actually working on yourself. And what I really love about you is you're not just, there's so many people out there who are just like, okay, we're going to build up this channel and we're going to sell it. They're whoring themselves up. You can really spreading good vibes. And you'll talk about this stuff, about self-love and where you're at. So bringing that level of a little bit of consciousness. And I hope you do that more. I hope you go deeper in your channel talking about like what's the money for and what's the point of crypto and self-love. And it's because it's so wonderful seeing people in other areas of life pushing people to love and improve themselves. So can you imagine if all the major YouTubers were all like, guys, it's all about self-love? That would be so good.
That would be awesome. Definitely.
So man, I love you, dude. I love what you're doing, and I'm super stoked to hang out with you and spread some more of that love at the Infinite Man Summit, baby.
Cool. Thanks a lot, man. Love you too, and I can't wait to see you there.
All right, buddy. Mucho love. See you soon.